everybody, so today I'm going to be doing the rapid fire book tag, and I am going to do this as fast as I possibly can. I'm going to try my hardest to just read the question and just come up with the very first thing that pops into my mind and go from there. And so hopefully this won't be too long. We'll see, because I tend to ramble. Alright, question 1 is ebook or physical book? Physical book, hands down. Nothing better. The next one is paperback or hardback, and I love hardback. If I had to choose between the two, it's definitely hardback. They last longer, they're prettier, and they look much better on the bookshelf versus a paperback. It's online or in-store shopping, and that one, I would have to say, well, I do both. I really like online because it's cheaper, but I only do box sets because if I do an individual one, they tend to be damaged or dirty, and I hate that. So box sets online, and then individual books I have to get in the store because I can actually look over and make sure they're really pretty and they're pristine and they're beautiful, because if I'm going to spend money on a hardcover and full price, I want it to be good. Trilogies or series? Let's do series, because if it's a good world and if it's a good book, and I like the characters, I want to continue on. But then you have the whole, like, if it's, you know, you can wrap everything up in a trilogy, and then if it's too long, then they're just rambling on like I am right now. But I'm going to say series because I can always stop if I want to. Heroes or villains? And every time I play a video game, I always choose the hero aspect, so I'm going to say heroes. I love heroes. Although villains are really cool because you get to learn more about what makes them evil, but heroes. I'm going to have to say heroes. A book you want everyone to read? I'm going to have to say Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis, because that is like one of my all-time favorite books, and not very many, at least not very many younger readers have read this. They've only seen the movie, but I'm gonna say that one. Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. If you haven't read it, do it now. Recommend an underrated book. I'm gonna choose Ruined by Amy Tintera, only because everybody who loves Red Queen, it's like a huge thing, but this book, Ruined, is so amazing. I actually liked it better than Red Queen. There's only one book right now. The next one is Avenged is coming out in May or April sometime. Well, technically this is April, so this month or next month. I'm not sure which one, but it is absolutely amazing. Just read the first chapter, and if I can find the first chapter on the Epic Reads page, which is where I found it, I will link it below, but it is absolutely amazing. You guys need to read it. It's so good. It's so adventurous and so it's so good. Just read it. The last book you finished, and that one is Sabriel, no, I don't know how to say it, by Garth Nix. That one is the one that I read for my book club, and I really liked it. Very high fantasy. It has like zombies in it. She's a necromancer, but she doesn't take people back from the dead into the living. She does the opposite. It's really, really good. If you guys like high fantasy, Sabriel by Garth Nix is really awesome. You guys should totally read it. The last book you bought, and that one, I think it's this one. I don't remember. Flunked by Jen Colatina. I think I'm saying that wrong again. And the next one is the weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark. And that would probably be my sock one time. It wasn't a dirty sock, it was a clean sock. I was in bed, I didn't want to get up, and I forgot my bookmark, and so I just had my clean clothes next to me, and I just used the sock as a bookmark so I could go to bed without having to get up. Is used books, yes or no? And I love going to used bookstores, so as long as it's in a decent condition, they are much cheaper, so I'm going to say yes. Top 3 favorite genres. Fantasy? No. Fantasy, I do like contemporary now, so I guess contemporary. And then, what's another genre? Sci-fi? Yeah, I think I'm going to do fantasy, contemporary, sci-fi. Borrow or buy, and I have borrowed a few books. I actually have one that I am borrowing right now, Uprooted. But for the most part, I buy all my books. That's the way I like to do it, because if I borrow, I'm going to damage it. I feel horrible, and I am like always really paranoid whenever I borrow people's books. So, buying books. Characters or plot? And I'm going to have to go with characters, because even if you have an amazing plot line, if you don't like the characters, then there's really no point in reading the book because you're not going to root for them or anything. So, I'm going to have to go with characters. Long or short books? And I'm going to have to go short because you just get through them so much faster. Long or short chapters, and I love short chapters because I feel like I'm getting further in the book, and then if I need like a place to stop and I only have so long to read, I really like short chapters because otherwise I have to like figure out where I left off, and it's just crazy. It just bothers me so much if they have really long chapters. Question 17 is name the first 3 books that you think of. Ruined by Amy Tintera, only because I just talked about that one. I'm gonna have to go with Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and then Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Books that make you laugh or books that make you cry, and hands down books that make me laugh. Your world or fictional world? And fictional world, definitely. I love fantasy. I want to live in those worlds. Audiobooks, yes or no? And hands down, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I bet you about half of the books that I have read for 2017 so far are audiobooks because the library is an amazing resource for audiobooks. I love listening to them. Some are way better than others, but they are so amazing because I don't always have time to sit down and read, especially in this horrible like rainy weather in Portland. So I love having an audiobook to be able to go places and just listen to it. It's great. I love it. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yes, I do, and I am not ashamed to say so. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations. And book to TV adaptations, sometimes I like them, but I know that they are completely separate because you can only expand so much on a book in a series, and then they just go off on their own little things and take liberties. So I prefer movies, even though a lot of the times neither of them are any good. A movie or TV show that you preferred to its book. And I'm gonna have to say Pretty Little Liars. Oh, and Vampire Diaries. Both of those are so much better than the books. I hated the books, I'm sorry, but the shows are way better. Although I stopped watching it because it just continued on forever. And yeah, it's like a soap opera now. Series or standalones? And I'm gonna have to go with series. Even though standalones are pretty awesome sometimes, I guess it depends on the book, but there's a lot of the times where it's a standalone and I'm like, this can't be the end. I want you to continue more. I want to learn more about these characters that you built up and then it just ended. So I go series. All right, so that is all the questions. I have 3 questions for you though. These ones were the ones I feel like I had the hardest deciding. So the first one is trilogies or series. The next one is heroes or villains. And then another one is the weirdest thing you've ever used as a bookmark. Please tell me down below. I would love to hear your answers to see if I am not the only one that was struggling with those. And now to tag people. I tag Emma from Miss Emma Reads a Lot, Allie from Allie Sugar, and a brand new booktuber that started around the same time I did, Aveline Massawan. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your last name. I will have the proper spelling down below so you know it's you. But if you want to follow them, they are awesome booktubers. I really enjoy watching their videos. But if you also want to do this tag and you have not been tagged, bam, bam, you have now been tagged. Feel free to do this on your own if you'd like, and then tag other people. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below, and you can know when I post new videos. Have a good day, you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.